Through the transfer program, I started at Rose State kind of as a traditional student, and as I got my associates, I started working full-time, and so I was really researching and investigating my options, kind of becoming a non-traditional student because of my work schedule, and I found out that that was an option, and I was really interested in that in the degree program. And so kind of the bridge program that Rose to UCO offers is how I found out about it. Mostly the times that classes are offered, because they offer evening classes and online options that he had mentioned earlier, which was a huge factor for me. And then also weekend classes. Sometimes they're just Friday and Saturdays, a few times a month throughout the duration of the semester.
Well, once I saw her go through it, I kind of did some research on my own, and then my VA reps kind of referred me to UCO, and I got a hold of the Dr. Chrissy Fresh over there, and she pretty much kind of helped identify that a lot of my credentials previously would be accepted at UCO. So it worked out pretty well for me. Oh, I took some online, I took some classes there at UCO. The Reach Higher program definitely highlighted the weekends when I was free. I could do a lot of the classes on the weekends, and that helped me transition from military time frame to civilian at FAA. So it worked out pretty well.
Yes.
Well, it definitely helps you.
To your needs.
Yeah, it definitely helps you network with other agencies as well, because once you go there, a lot of the individuals are the same age as you are. And that was kind of intimidating for me, because I did 10 years in the military. When I got out, I really didn't know where to start. And once I started taking the first few classes, I realized that other individuals were on the same track path as I was, and that made it a little bit easier to transition from my time, into as a college student. So.
In the Reach Higher program, I think it is kind of a different mindset. A lot of people are either returning, they're not traditional, they have other life commitments. Their priorities and perspectives are a little bit different, which we could identify really well with. And I felt like the discussions were a lot more interactive and evolved than, a typical freshman class or something like that, because everyone has a little bit more life experience. And whether they're starting a family or are working and juggling, most people are juggling multiple responsibilities. And so you get a more enriching class with deeper discussions that are really relative, that you can translate into real life career situations.
I would refer to all of my veterans, like family and friends, to do it. I mean, at first it was like a huge intimidation for me, but once you do it, you kind of get through it, and you become, it's just natural, I guess. And then once you get over your fears, it's easy. And a lot of my veterans friends that I've come across, that I've met, they have their GI Bill, and I just tell them, like, you might as well use it, and what better program to use, one that actually thinks of you in mind.